For the last 3 years, I've been dreaming of coming to the center of the sport climbing universe, Catalunya, Spain. Today, Catalunya is to sport climbing what Camp 4 was to climbing in the 1970s, the place with all the biggest routes, and where all the best climbers in the world are going. We arrived in a fog, both literally and mentally, after a sleepless night on a plane. After some much-needed café con leches, the sun came out, and we took this opportunity to do some obligatory sightseeing before launching into the climbing portion of our trip. Soon we were off in a diesel 6-speed van. The sleepy countryside yawned before us as we passed groves of fruit and olive trees that lay beneath the rock-studded foothills of the Pyrenees. I've been on enough climbing trips to know that no matter how much training you do beforehand, there's a certain break-in period that you need to account for. No one climbs well right off the plane. Your body needs to adjust to the jet lag, but even more important, you need to learn the intricacies of the area and the particular style that the stone demands. But soon your body seems to reawaken, as if from a long winter slumber, and the climbing starts to feel like second nature. Part of the adventure and magic of a climbing trip is finding that one perfect route. If you're lucky enough to find it, it's a sensation similar to déjà vu, as if the climb somehow existed previously in your mind. For me, that route was at Terradets. The white wall of Terradets has a certain momentum to it, barreling out of the ground like a high and beautiful wave. Amid the striking lines, there was one obvious blue tufa that called to me. Despite not knowing its name or grade, I knew I had to climb it.
So short is cold, so loved by all. We live for them, we live for
I gave the route my best on-site burn, but fell early on. The tufa turned out to be quite cryptic, but with a little persistence and a few clever body positions, I deciphered a doable sequence.
At the cemetery there he lied, pulled by the tide, friends by his side. Now by the cemetery gate, his grave phrase gave me ways to relate.
Climbing is terribly obsessive and beautifully pointless, but it gives me great satisfaction that goes beyond all the red points and on-sites. Climbing is my reason for being, a reason to stay healthy, a sense of purpose, a chance to meet new people, and the impetus to come to Spain. Just being here climbing, that is more than enough.
Freed from the